Applebee's has a brand new Big Easy menu. It features all your Bourbon Street favorites in one new menu. Plus a new Bourbon Street chicken and andouille sausage penne starting at just $11.99.
Limited time price, participation, and selection may vary.
On today's Smart 7, Trump and Zelensky trade blows, the UK sees a jump in inflation and much more. It's Thursday, 20th of February. It's National Muffin Day and happy birthday, Rihanna.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Things escalated on Wednesday in Russia's war on Ukraine, but not on the battlefield. Instead, it was Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Zelensky who were exchanging angry words. Trump seems to have adopted a series of false Russian talking points about the war, making claims that Zelensky started the war, that he's polling at 4%, and that Ukraine needs to call an election immediately. Zelensky seems to have run out of patience after his attempts at diplomacy with Trump have seen things becoming increasingly bleak. However, he may have made a strategic error in calling out Trump's disinformation.
We have seen this disinformation. We understand that it is coming from Russia, and we have evidence that this is being discussed between America and Russia. President Trump, with great respect for him as a leader, unfortunately lives in this disinformation space.
Things got worse from there, with Trump speaking in Miami and ramping up his criticism of Zelensky, describing Ukraine as shattered and saying the only thing that the Ukrainian leader was good at was playing Joe Biden like a fiddle.
A dictator without elections. Zelensky better move fast or he's not going to have a country left. Gotta move fast.
The UK's inflation rate rose again in January, up 0.5% from December to 3%. It was somewhat faster than expected, but Exchequer Secretary to the Treasury, James Murray, says it's nothing to be concerned about at this stage.
The Bank of England's been clear that they expected inflation to be slightly higher in the first half of this year, while still being on target. So we know that the road is going to be bumpy towards getting to that target, but we're confident in our plan for change.
The increase will reduce the chances of a Bank of England rate cut in March, and the Treasury says the road ahead may be bumpy. Wage growth is still ahead of inflation, but Tory Shadow Chancellor Mel Stride was blaming Rachel Reeves for the jump, repeating his claim that she's out of her depth and we're all paying the price. Grant Fitzner is the chief economist at the Office for National Statistics, and he told the Today Show that there are some quite specific issues driving the bump in inflation.
The key reason is that the biggest one was airfares. Food prices are up, and then thirdly, private school fees, where prices rose by around 13%.
The Home Office announced a series of changes to policy on Wednesday in a bid to tackle knife crime. The new measures will include making retailers report suspicious or bulk sales to the police and increasing jail sentences for selling illegal so-called zombie knives or selling knives to children. It comes as the UK struggles with an epidemic of knife crime, with over 50,000 offences reported in the last year. Campaigners such as Idris Elba have called for more radical and simple measures like rounding the tips of all kitchen knives. The new measures are to be called Ronan's Law, after a 16-year-old who was stabbed to death in Wolverhampton by two teenagers who bought the weapons online. Home Secretary Yvette Cooper says it's time for change.
When we've seen these terrible cases where teenagers were just able to so easily buy lethal weapons in bulk, we have to have much stronger action, stop these lethal weapons getting into the hands of our children.
There were some positive signs that a second phase of the Gaza ceasefire may be possible on Wednesday. Israeli PM Netanyahu has appointed a new chief negotiator, Ron Dermer, to lead the next round of talks, and Hamas has signalled that they might be prepared to release all remaining 58 hostages in one go as part of the next phase of the ceasefire, although it's not clear how many are still alive. Thursday will see the first phase of the final handover of the current agreement, with the bodies of 4 hostages due to be returned to the Israelis. Sarah Davies from the International Committee of the Red Cross says the handover process is not straightforward.
It really is a very, very complex operation. Once our teams begin moving for that operation, their priority is our humanitarian goal, which is to receive the hostages or the detainees into our care and transport them to the authorities.
Still to come on today's Smart 7, Man City bow out and EastEnders celebrates 40 years of TV gold. Right after this.
The new Boost Mobile network is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month for life.
That sounds like a threat.
Then how do you think we should say it?
Unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month for the rest of your life?
I don't know.
Until your ultimate demise.
What if we just say forever?
Okay.
$25 a month, forever.
Get unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month with Boost Mobile forever.
After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Unlimited plan.
Welcome back.
Wednesday night saw Champions League action and Premier League action as Liverpool visited Aston Villa. That game ended in a 2-2 draw and sees Liverpool with an 8-point lead at the top of the table. Things were much more difficult for Man City, who were in Spain for the second leg of their Champions League knockout game against Real Madrid. Pep's men were 3-2 down from the first leg, and an early goal from Kylian Mbappe made things look pretty bleak. The game finished with a hat-trick for the Real striker, and City went out 6-3 on aggregate. Pep Guardiola was complimentary about his opponents.
It's a fantastic team, so I just congratulate them. They deserve to go through. We didn't deserve. We didn't make a good. It's the first year we didn't make a good Champions League season, and accept it and fight for next season to be here again.
It may make you feel incredibly old, but EastEnders has just turned 40 years of age. The iconic BBC soap set in the fictional Walford first aired in 1985 and brought us an endless stream of drama, comedy and television gold ever since. From iconic characters like Dot Cotton to groundbreaking gay kisses, there have been over 7,000 episodes aired, and 4 of the episodes are still in the all-time top 10 of British TV. It's quite a legacy, and Adam Woodyat, who plays Ian Beale and has done since the show first launched, says it's the real-life drama that keeps people hooked.
We've had so many storylines that have highlighted things without trying to be too preachy. We've tried to make it part of reality. We had the first gay kiss when everybody else was shying away from HIV and AIDS. EastEnders did it.
Michael Shannon's first acting role was in Groundhog Day, and since then he's appeared in dozens of movies, including Vanilla Sky and Knives Out. Along the way, he's picked up 2 Oscar nominations for Best Supporting Actor and a Golden Globe nomination. Now he's making his directorial debut with a movie called Eric LaRue. It's a tragic tale of parents who struggle to cope after their son murders 3 of his classmates, and it's based on a play of the same name. It's got a star-packed cast including Alexander Skarsgård and Judy Greer, and it hits cinemas in April.
You should leave yourself open to healing and praying.
Oh, stop talking to me like that! I'm not a child!
I don't want to talk about what happened to my son.
I feel the same way.
Your son isn't gone, Janice. Your son is alive.
Eric killed those boys. He shot them.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
To make switching to the new Boost Mobile risk-free, we're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee.
So why wouldn't you switch from Verizon or T-Mobile?
Because you have nothing to lose. Boost Mobile is offering a 30-day money-back guarantee.
No, I asked why wouldn't you switch from Verizon or T-Mobile?
Oh.
Wouldn't.
Because you love wasting money as a way to punish yourself because your mother never showed you enough love as a child?
Whoa. Easy there.
Yeah.
Applies to online activations. Requires port in and auto pay. Customers activating in stores may be charged non-refundable activation fees.